Hello everyone, good day. Welcome to this recorded lecture about connecting our OOP program to a database. And this program is we call it a slum book that captures personal information of a particular user and then save it to the database. Okay, so follow along with me so that you can learn how to work on it. By the way, this is a combination of two subjects you have OOP for our program and database for our database tools for storage purposes. So let's start. Okay, first is on the NetBeans. Go to your project. I already opened my project here. I have a series of files that I work on. So right now, I'll be creating on the source packages on default package. Create new Java class. So, okay. So your Java class must start with the name of the file name should start with a capital letters. So I just type it JA underscore hands on one final demo. So this is for the demo for the final. Okay, so click finish. So I have now the file. So all we need to do here is to remove all the comments because that is unnecessary for us. So to make our codes much more simpler and nicer and neater. So now we can create our main function for us to run our program here. So create public static void main string args. Okay. So once you have now these string I have around starting here. So public static void string args. Okay, so once you have now that, you need to output data to let the user know what to do. So we are going to use a G option message dialog box for this time. Okay, so to do that, so use J option main that show message dialog. Okay, so once you enter these, automatically it will imported the Javax swing G option page. So automatically it will load in it on the net page. Okay, you can also encode it first and before using this. Okay, so the first parameter you have to put is null for now, and then here for our message that we need to let the user see is welcome to Slam Book program. Okay, so now when we run this program, it's just null, sorry, it's correct. Okay, so when we run our program, it says welcome to Slam Book program. Okay, so to add something, because the title for this one is default for message, we're going to change it into this also a Slam Book program. So all we need to do is to add the third parameter here. Okay, Slam Book program is the title. And in order for us to not getting error, we need to add another parameter here for the fourth parameter, and this is the type of the message we are going to see. We can is set to G option pane that G option pane that we can just what is the type of error it could be an error message, an information message, or a question message. For example, if you set it into an error message, to look at what will happen to the box. It will now have the title, this is Slambook program, is the third parameter, and we can see that the icon changed from information to now change to an error. So that means that This is a message that having an error. Okay, so but we're going to change it because this is for information. So in order for us to to see that this is a no, an information, not an error, so we will use info message. Sorry, it is information message. So uh, that way, still the same. We have a title, and then we have here the icon which is I. So that's how we create a simple show message dialog box. We have four parameters. First is the null. That specify what window you are going to put this box. For now, we don't have that window, so that is we're going to set it to the null. The second parameter is the message. Okay, and the third is the title, and the fourth one is the type of message you are going to uh, see. Okay, so once we have that now, we can just add another one here, just copy and paste to make it much more faster. And okay, we can just let them input the personal information. So please input your personal information. So what will happen like this after welcome to Slumbo program, it will now another uh, message dialog box which is please input your personal information. So click OK. So next is the next line that we're going to do is to use now the show input dialog. So that means we're now letting the user input on the box. Okay, so use J option pane, J option pane that show input dialog, and this one the message that we are going to uh, let's see the user. For example, enter your name. Okay. Okay. Then first is because this is also this line sees to prompt the user and this also accepts data. So we are going to assign this one into a variable. We can assign a variable like here, like string name is equal to that. So the string name is equal to the option pane. So the whatever the data you enter here will be stored on name. Okay. So the same thing for the second bar of data that we are going to store. It is email. So email and then change the name to email. Okay, string email. Don't forget the C column. Okay. So next is also um, the website. Okay, so we have here website. Click. Okay, enter your website and just type website here. So we have now three variables that stores data using the G option dialog, show input dialog. Okay. So right now when we run our program, we can see these. Um, Welcome to Slumbo program. Click OK, and then personal information. Click OK. Then we have now input, and you enter your name. I can type John Benhart, and uh, your email, for example, John Benhart, Alejo, at gmail.com. Website, for example, gpe.com. So it will now stop because that was only our scope on our program. As you can see, the build successfully totally time is 39 seconds. So now, since we have now initial input of our program, we can also uh, use another G option pane or message dialog box to output our data here that we enter. So by this, we still use J option pane that show message dialog and then null. And for this time, we can just here slam book uh, record, and don't forget the third parameter for the title, which is Islam book program, and the type of message uh, J option pane that information message. So now we can just make it much more nicer for okay, we can have to make it much more nicer to look at. We have the message, we have the title, we have the message type. Okay, so our job shown pane right now is done for this line. So we add another data that we input a while ago here. Okay, we can just type here. Okay, okay, slash n. Okay, this is for about me. So another one slash n for name and slash t for whatever you store it under name. Okay, just copy everything here in the one line and just paste it at the bottom to make it much more faster. And this one is for email, and this one is email. Do the same thing plus, and then because we are going to concatenate. So this is the first string, and then plus sign. This one another string. So to add those two strings or more, use this icon, this operator concatenation. So that's for the email. So now we can have our website, and for the variable website. So we can now restore the data here using our variables, and then we let the input the user the data using the input dialog. So now we are outputting the data that we input by using that your message dialog. So we can now run it, and okay, click OK. Your name, I will type it again. John Grandhard. Email john@gmail.com, and enter your website. Okay, we have gba.com. So as you can see now, we have here our slam book record. Okay, we have about me, your name, so on. So we can now see that there are now information that starts our variable. So we can continue follow along with me to work on this. We have to finish it. When I see it, there are 20 data that we need to capture, store, and output. So just follow my all the data for now. I'll just follow. Okay. I'll just copy and pasting it so that I can maximize my time here. So next is we have my first. So another a prompt here. So to make it much more organized, our codes, these codes is grouped together, and this one will be grouped another one. So in show, please input your okay. Input your first moments, for example. So it will prompt you, and then it will now store whatever data that you're going to ask. The first one is the big achievement. Your big achievement, and the name for this is achievement. Follow next is the um, risk you ever took. First, enter your first uh, risk you ever took, and you just name it to variable risk. And last, for this category, we have completely happy. So just copy this line and edit these. Enter your uh, first time. I have forgotten the first time you felt completely happy, and I'll name the variable happy. So we have now two data that we need to output. So we can add 1/n to make it much more uh, have a line for category. So just copy this one. Sorry about that here. And this is for the my first. So for my first, we have um, the first is the first big achievement, and you are going to use this variable achievement for that output, and just copy another line, and this one is for the risk you ever took. First, okay, don't add the comma for that, and then first risk you, you ever took, and use the variable risk. Okay, and then copy another one here, and this one is for first time you feel completely happy, and we use the variable happy. Don't use that. Okay, so we have now captured those achievement first and happy. Okay, so still I don't have any getting error here, so I am safe to proceed. So I have going to continue in another category, which is the input your favorites. So copy this prompt here, and then please input your favorites. Once we have that now, we can just grab a copy for the input dialog. ask, enter your fave color or colors and change to color for here. Okay, we can just copy again, paste. We can go to perfume, favorite perfume, and we can just change the variable name to perfume. Same thing with other data. For uh, music and change variable to music. Copy again, paste it below. And for another data for singer, so singer or singers, use the variable name singer. So as you can see, all of those data are still unused because we did not use it for our show message dialog. So that meaning that is unused for now. But later on, you are going to use it and put it here. So let's just first finish this category. So we have singer, and then we have song. So just copy this line again, paste, okay, and change the singer to song, and change the variable name to song. Then we can now go to food. Copy again here, food, and change the variable name for food. Then last is weekend activity, weekend activity, and change to activity. So we have now, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 7 data that we capture using the input box. So I'm just aligning here in my code so that I can see uh, more organized. So right now, all we need to do is to use it here. Copy this line for category heading and add here and just add favorites. I think to this favorites, my favorites. Okay, and just copy here. And I'll just output fave color, and use the variable color. As you can see, when I copy this one and use it here, it automatically now being removed to unused warning. So that's how we solve this unused. You can just output it if you want. Okay, and then copy this one and paste it. And now for perfume, and use the variable perfume. Okay, and another one here for music, and this is for the music here, and copy and paste for the singer, the color or colors, and singer or singers, and for variable singer, and song, favorite song, and song, variable song. Just copy it again Okay, for food and for variable food, and the last data for this category, which is activity, activity, and activity. So we have now not seeing any warning here because we already used it. So we are now halfway through. We are now going to proceed another one, which is for the hobbies. So prompt the user. So I will not test it again because to save time, but you can just really test it every time you feel accomplish every category. So you feel you can have an assurance. But for now, I can have an assurance that my code is working properly and there is no error for syntax. So I'll just go on with this demonstration. Just copy with this and we'll add another category for that. That is the hobbies. So input your hobbies here. And now prompt the data to input. First is the enter your favorite TV show. Favorite TV show. And just name it to TV show. Copy it again. Copy this line and paste it at the bottom. So that's why the reason why we have an error like this because we have a duplicate um, variable TV show. But as soon as we can change it later, we can see that there is no error. So the next data that we need to put is the movie, or favorite movie, and change it to movie. As you can see now, we changed it to variable movie. We can have now an error, and you can now see it to warning unused variable because we did not use it here. That is how we see our program. So copy it here again and paste it, and now go to book. So your favorite book. Okay, enter your favorite book and then variable for. Okay, and then we can have the celebrity, celebrity or IES, and we need to do celeb. And next is model. Okay, favorite model and variable model. So I guess that's all for this category. So now we're going to do is see output data using the show message dialog. So another one concatenate using my hobbies here. And just copy here everything, just copy the format and fave TV show. I use the variable TV show. The same thing, copy and paste for movie, fave movie, and copy and paste here for that one. Next, copy this one, paste for book, so favorite book, and we can use this variable book. Sorry for that. Uh, book. Okay. Then copy another this one line. So we're just like playing. No, it's just playing here. No need to worry because the programming is very simple and easy. You can see the process of it. But for now, I think you are just your mind is messy. But for now, make it simple. Okay. So it's just what I am doing right now. Just like playing. So for celebrity slash IES, I use the variable celeb, and And we now go for the last data for this category model, favorite model, and the model. Okay, so almost there, almost done. We are now go to the last category. So use the message dialog box to prompt the user for the last category and paste it here. And we are going to input your ambition, and motto in life. So here we will just use the same thing here. Okay, okay. Enter your ambition and use a variable or name it to ambition. Just copy here, and this is for motto, and enter your motto. The same thing here, we just do what here is just copy this entire one, make it as a category label, and this is for motto, ambition, and motto. So copy this line again. Ambition, copy this variable, paste it here. Last, this is for motto. It's the variable motto. So I think it's now done. We can just counter check on it by counting it. I think that are 20 data that we capture and output. So we'll try to check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, 20. So we have 20 data that we capture. So we capture and we output, like we try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so this is now done. We can check on it. We can run it. Okay, we can run it. So the program will ask you, welcome to Slumber program. Click OK, and you can see that you can now have like this. Please input your personal information. Click OK. Now enter your personal information. Like for example, Sean. Enter your email, Sean alejo@gmail.com. Next is enter your website, gba.com. Now the user will output and from another input your performance, big achievement, uh, to reach Sibira. Enter your first phrase you ever took. School over the crowd. Okay, and you first feel completely happy. See my parents. Okay, health. Okay, and then please input your favorites. Enter your favorite color, gray and black. Okay, axe black. Example, favorite music. All singer, none. Enter your favorite song, all. Enter your favorite food, all. Enter the activity, as by please input your hobbies. So favorite TV show, done. I think I have double it for the TV show. Yeah, oh yeah, this is for the TV movie. Yeah, it's this a movie. Like for example, Avenger. I will just change it later on. Avenger, favorite book, Bible, for example, celebrity, none, and favorite model, role model. Sorry, that's role model, not model. For example, okay, and then ambition, your ambition to be millionaire, and motto, say yes to opportunity. Right now, as we add, as the last data, it now outputs the record. As you can see, we have Slumbook record, we have the title, we have the icon, we have the categories, we have the about me, my first, my favorites, my happies, my ambitions. Everything is working more for good. And by the way, this is for your hands-on one updated version. So version. So after this, we will now create our database, create our table, and now create our columns on the table. And then all the data here that are needed will be created on the columns of the table and starting to create our script for connecting the database and do some queries. Okay, to continue, open your sum and start your MySQL. Then open a CMD and locate the file directory of the sum. In my case, I install it on the D. So I go to D and I will going to locate this directory, cd sum slash mysql bin. Then target this exe file, mysql.exe negative u root. So this we can now grant access to the database server. So we can now see some of the database inside of it. You can use these commands, show databases, and right now we have list of database available. For now, we were going to create our own database, and we can. I will now create database um, cards TV demo. So we have now that. So we can show our database. We can see that we have now created a cards TV demo. We will use that one for us to access inside of that database. So use cards TV demo. Okay, we can show tables if there is available tables. We don't have that because it's created empty. So we were going to create our table, which is create table okay, based on what are our variables here. We were going to create a table with columns with those 20 data that we can store here. So all we need to do is the command create, okay, create table, and then the name of the table I will name it as slam book. Okay, so I'll just use the inline styling that we can see it clearly. So I'll just click enter, because that will not based on this monitor, you can just end the line by using the semicolon or slash. So right now, do not put semicolons that we can work on it, no? Line by line. So for now, I'll be going to create um, first is the ID. Okay, so um, int ID. I will just make it capitalized so that all the column names are capitalized. Um, can have ID int 2 comma. Okay, okay. So next is we have to create name. Let me see. Name. We have name. Sorry, name varchar 100. Okay, and for a while. Just for a while. My recording was kind of low. For a while, for a while. Still fixing the recording. Okay, let us try here for NetBeans. Here. Okay, just continue. Name not null. Then um, email varchar d not null. Uh, Website varchar 50 not null. Um, Achievement varchar 150 not null. Risk varchar 150 not null. Happy varchar can have 50 for this. We're happy. Have 50, not null. Then for color, varchar 50, not null. For fuel, varchar 50 again, not null. Music, varchar 50, not null. Music singer, varchar 50, not null. Song, varchar 50, not null. Wood, varchar 50, not null. Okay, activity, varchar 50, not null. And we have TV show, varchar. I think all of those are 50. 50, not null, because some of the data are just not longer. Okay, so we just continue TV movie. Okay, varchar 50, not null. Movie, and then movie book, varchar 50, not null. Celebrity, varchar 50, not null. Role model, varchar 50, not null. And we have ambition, varchar 50, not null. Then motto, varchar 50, not null. I think that. Okay, and then we'll add a primary key for ID. So how to do that? Just use this gamma and the primary key and the ID. I think that's enough. Don't forget to close um, this one semicolon, enter OK. So we already created our table. You can show tables. You can check it. Slam book. We can describe our table slam book. So we have here not null, not null, not null. Okay. Okay, default is null. What happened? I have a wrong. I have not null, but it says here null no. So that's there is not null. So no, 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 no. Okay. So everything we have now our storage for our data. So we have now our program. So next thing we're going to do is to connect those two. So what we're going to do is we're going to download some file, and we can search on the internet and search it MySQL Java connector and go to MySQL download connector J. Click this one and go to this. Instead of Microsoft Windows, go to platform independent. Click on that and then always select the zip file. Click download. Then just no thanks, just start my download. Once it is done, you may okay. So okay, right click and extract files. Okay, here this is the file that we extracted. We open it, and this is the file MySQL connector. Okay, this is the file that we need to do to use in our um, project. So here, what you're going to do is go to your NetBeans in your file, go to library in here. Okay, if there is no MySQL connector that there yet, okay, for example, it's not yet there. So all you need to do, so for example, it's not there. So all you need to do is go to here, right click and add jar file. Locate where you download your file. Locate it, go to the downloads, and then the MySQL connector, okay, this one. Open it, and you can see the MySQL connector, that one. Click open, and it will be added here. So this is how it's really simply working. Once we have that one, all we need to do is go to the services. Now we're now on the project, but go to the services and go to databases. Okay, go to the driver. Okay, go to the drivers and go to MySQL JDriver. Click and connect using. So this is the time you are going to configure everything. So for the local host, don't just leave it there as a local host and 3306 your port. You can see it here on your XAMPP. What is the port for your you have 3306 which is working here. And the database, you know your database name as you can create a while ago. You created in my case I created GHDBM. So all I need to do is change this one to jhertz underscore db demo, and I will just remove everything here. I just don't want these data, so just remove it here. Similarly, this is the JDBC URL connection. We can test the connection by clicking this test connection. If the connection succeed, that means that is correct. Your table is wrong, like for example, demos test connection, you can have like this error. So you can test if the connection is run good or not. We can just type here demo and click test connection. Make sure also if your server is working, because if you don't start on that and you test the connection, it also have a problem. So make sure that the MySQL server is running, then the name of the database is correct, the localhost is correct, the port is correct, and the username, we have the default password none, and the username is root. So everything is okay. So click test. Okay. So we have now that. So click next and click finish. We have now this driver for our uh, demo. Okay. So now since the database is ready, our driver is ready. So we are now creating a script for us to continue working with our codes. Okay. So first here, after this happen in our program, when we output the data, okay, okay, I'll just run it again, and this time I will just show you the last part of it. Okay, just doing the okay, make it blank. Okay, after this event, after this one, after the output of the option. So we will try to ask a user to input to ask to choose if they will save it or not. Okay. So to do that, we are going to use no the a confirm dialog. So the option confirm dialog is to have buttons like yes or no and then cancel for you to work with. So inaniya nato siya. Okay, so G, okay. For us to make it much more faster, no? For your time for this moment, because if you're going to run, it will loop everything, no? From stop to from first data to the last. So to make it much more faster for checking our part here, I'll just comment it all. by creating highlight and control V so that we can test it here in this part. And we just stay put all the codes there because we will be using it later. For now, we'll just ask the sum of it. So here we are going to use J option main that show confirm dialog. So first is we have to create the parent component, and we are going to make it null. And the message that we are going to ask the user is, are you want to save the data into the database? Okay, so that's okay. So ask the user uh, if they want, okay, to save it. Okay, so this one will look like this. Okay, I want to save the data. Okay, so we have three buttons, especially we have four. We have yes, no, cancel, and I cancel as another cancel. So every button here has its own characteristic. Okay, so to get the value, so this show confirm dialog has four possible data. To know it, we can just directly use system out the print line to know the data. System out that print line. Close it here and put it here. So as you can see, go just focus on the here on the output part. So run it. Okay, okay, for a while. I need to go to the project and select the final demo. Okay, this one and F6 run. As you can see, are you want to save the file? When I click yes, you can see what happened. When I click yes, the answer is 0. Okay, another one. If I click no, it answers or it outputs 1. Another one, if if it will click cancel, it outputs 2. Okay, and another one, for this one, if it close na to, we have negative 1. So we have four possible output here in this. So we have uh, 0, okay, 0 if click yes, 1 if click no, and 2 if click cancel, and 3 no, it's negative 1 if exit. So these are the things that we have. So depending on the user what they are going to choose, you are going to determine their action. Okay, so if yes, that means we're going to go to the database. If no, it will now cancel. So we're going to use the save statement. Okay, so right now just do not remove the system out of front line for this, and this one we're going to store it into an int variable. Okay, and then ask to save. So it's asked to save. So if that's the ask to save as a data of 1, so if ask to save is equal to 1, so that means save it to the database. Okay, else if ask to save is equal to to database, if yes, sorry, that's 0. If 1, what we're going to do is to prompt the user that they uh, we click no. Okay, so that's the time we are going to use J option pane that show message dialog null. This one, just output, no? Uh, okay, you you click no. The program will close now. Okay, that's how we are going to make it. If you're going to, if they were going to click the no, then else if ask to save is equal to 2, that is cancel. Okay. So by the way, we can just make it here much more. We're adding a title, the third parameter. So we have slam book program, and the last one, the option pane for the message type, the option pane that warning message. So there is a warning. Okay, the icon for that is warning. And here we can also do the same. Just we can just copy it here to make it much more faster. And you click cancel. The program will close. Okay, and then this one, warning also. Okay, and lastly, if they will quit -1, we can just use the same. But now you can just halaka. Okay, halaka. Okay, imong quit. Okay, then this one, instead of warning, we can just uh, error message. So right now, as we can test our program, right click and run file. Okay, if we select yes, it will do nothing because we don't have things yet done here. But if we will run file and select no, it will now have a title, and you click no, the program will close now, click OK. So see the warning sign. Okay, and then another one, we cancel when the client click cancel, then ingon siya na you click cancel, the program will close now. And lastly, uh, run file if the user quit or escape, press escape or close this one, it will say warning. You see the icon that is error, halaka imong gipit. Okay. So everything, what the other the checks of the the user will, you have now particular actions to it. So right now we go to here because this is what we're going to do. Okay, pag-add naman niyan. So how we can add in on it. So muna yung pinaka-importante here. So okay, then load the JDBC driver in our work. So the first thing that we'll go here because we are now on the side where we can where when the user click yes and save the database. The first thing that we need to do is to create a connection. Here first is let us have a try block and catch block. Okay, so I have try and block. Okay, catch exemption E and semicolon. So we're going to exemption. We add an exemption in our in our package. Exemption. Okay, exemption. Sorry, it's exception. 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 For a while, I'm just solving. Try. Okay, sorry about that and that one. Okay. So try. So we're going to try to connect the connection, and then if there is a problem, it will just output here what is really the problem. Okay, so first is you're going to output first or the problem, if any case that there is a problem by using this object E. So we can just use J option pane that show message dialog null, and message is the E. Whatever the error there will be on the try, it will be posted or transferred on the E. And then we can just error, and we create the the type of the message J option pane that show, you know, error message. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to is to connect on in the database. So the connection, we need the statement. Okay, so okay, load first the class driver. So class that for name. Okay, and then load the GDBC. Okay, which is this one, com.mysql. Okay, that's the one that we load. Okay, let's try. Make sure that it is closed. So next is we are going to connect into the database. Okay, so we have to use the class connection. So we can type connection, and the name of the connection we can use dbcon is equal to null for now. It will have an error because we need to import the Java SQL connection. This is the class for a connection class for connecting the database. So we can just click that one so that it will be added in the top part in our import. So we have the in Java SQL connection. So now next in here we need to provide three parameters. First is the string URL, and we need to get the URL that we created a while ago in our services service, and we have here the link for the GHRSDB demo. We can create properties and go to the database URL. Just copy for this, close, and provide it here. Okay, and then we are going to provide a string user. The user for that is root, and string pw is blank. Okay, so those are the needed parameters for our connection. So here in our try block, we need to connect that. So use this object dbcon. Dbcon, okay, is equal to driver manager, Sorry. Okay, we have dbcon equal to, okay, driver manager, okay, get connection. So we need to add first the Java SQL driver manager for this. So you can just click on this error and add import Java SQL. Okay, we have an error because we have to supply three parameters. The first is the URL that we need to find there, and we have the user, USR, and the PW. So I think it's now okay. So still okay. Okay, so here place. Okay, okay lang. Never use yeah, dbcon. We have dbcon. Yes, still we are using now dbcon is equal to, okay. So that's it. So we have now a question. We have now a connection. We can try it by running this program. If there is no error, okay, by when I click yes and there is nothing happens, that means you are now correct. Because if there is something wrong with this, like for example, we have a added s here, when we run our file, okay, and go click yes, we can see that there is an error, SQL syntax error, unknown database demos. So whatever the error, we're trying to connect on the database, we are catching it in the X section, and whatever the error, we are transporting it on the E object, and the E will be we calling it in our output. So everything that there is wrong here will be outputted using the G option message dialog here. So everything is working right now. So all we need to do is to create a we will going to create a insert query string, okay, for that, so that we can let us use it for our saving it in the database. So as you can see there, we have a lot of variables that we store. A while ago we were going to and comment that one because we are now preparing to insert it. So here we are going to store a string insert statement, or we have a query string, or we have insert statement. So the insert statement, we can have insert into what table of our database. We have the uh, we have right now uh, we have table slam book for our DB just DB demo. So in here into, because you don't need now to specify the database because the connection right now is going to the grts demo demo. So the thing that you are going to do is what table in the grts demo, grts db demo will be used. So insert into slam book, and you provide those fields or column names that you created a while ago. This one, all the datas here, you are going to use it here. So it depends to you how what is your order, but in my case, I will just make it whatever the use order here in my columns will be as my basis. Starts with name. I don't start with ID because ID is a primary key. So okay, a primary key. So we'll start with ID. Okay, sorry about that because I'm just thinking that there is an auto increment there, but I will start by ID. So we start with ID and name. What is here? What is the spelling on the column here? Email, website, achievement, trust, happy, color, perfume, music, singer, song. What is the spelling here, and what's the casing will be followed because that is SQL is very case sensitive when it comes to the field names. So we have here name, email, website, um, achievement. Okay, I just want to copy this one here in my other screen so I have a reference. Achievement, risk, happy, color, perfume, music, singer, song, food, activity, TV show, movie. Okay, let's just break it into because it's not enough in my screen, so just enter it here. Movie, TV show, movie, book, celebrity, role underscore model, ambition, motto. So those are the fields that we are going to uh, in or let us they are later to be inputted. Okay, so for a while. Okay, so we have now the columns that we described there that we to be inputted on our to be used as our placeholder or storage or our individual data. So right now, all we need to do is to create a prepared statement, okay, in SQL. So we were going to use the class prepared statement uh, that is really in the, given to us. So we can just type here, okay. Sorry for that. My insert statement is not yet done. So after that, okay, after that, so excuse me, my telephone is just typing automatically without disturbing it. So we can just have a values, and the values for that is whatever the data on the variable. So we have 21 data, so we can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So all we need to do is the values for the year. What for now to make it to have a statement, we don't know yet that the value for now. So for example, we just put here a question mark, and this question mark is intended for the ID. So separated with still with comma, another question mark. So this question mark is intended for the name. Another question mark is for the email. So we need to provide 21 for these. So 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we have 21. So do not put a last one person color for comma. So we have 21 question marks that represented what is the data to be inserted on that ID. So everything is now set for our insert statement. So we need to continue by just creating our prepared statement there. We're using the prepared statement class. So we just class prepared statement, and your object, which is my PS or my prepared statement or PS is equal to the connection, which is the dbcon, okay, that prepare statement, okay. Then whatever your query statement here, what is your query, will be paste it here. So that's how we have our preferred statement. So we have an error for that for preferred statement because we don't have why we don't have the import at the top. So we need to just click here and add import for Java preferred statement. So because that is a class, a built-in class for us to work with. So we are now having a no error. So okay na gid si Hadera. So all we need to do here is to specifically kanidre individual comma. Well, we assigning a value for that. Okay. We are assigning a value for that. So in this sense, we need to alter our SQL because we have a problem with this later on. So we are going to update here and add um, an auto increment here so that automatically it will just add data dynamically. Uh, no need for us to type individual ID for the Slum book record. So to do that, we can alter it here. Say alter table Slum book. Um, the ID we can have ID change to 3 and type here auto increment. Okay, enter. We're having an error here. You have an error. Check manual. Alter table Slum book ID. Okay, sorry for that. It's ID int. Okay, okay, that's good for a while. Alter alter table Slum book. Sorry, alter. Sorry. Alter table Slum book. I think change ID to ID entry auto increment. Okay, good. We can describe Slum book, and we have now auto increment. A while ago, we don't have that extra auto increment in our. We don't now have an uh, length of 3, and we have the auto increment, so it's good. So all we need to do is change our code here. Instead of adding here in this one, we're going to remove it, and we're going to remove also. So we have 20 data, we have 20 question mark. So we are now set. So next thing that we have to work with is the to set individual data or corresponding data to each question mark. So it starts with 1 until 20. Okay. So to do that, okay, sorry about that. I have to include also. I'll go back. Uh, that's we need that one. By the way, we need that one. It starts with 1, and we have my PS that sit ent because we are it is an integer for ID, and that is 1 in our list here, 1, and the data for that is 0. We can set it to 0 because the database will automatically set into whatever number it is available. It is incremented, meaning it's if there's 0, no record, it will start with 1. If there's 1, there's 2, so automatically. So for that one, and then my PS that sit string. Okay, for 2 question mark number 2, and that is for name. So we'll be using the name here we are using the variable name as this one. So follow just the same, do the same thing about until 23. So the number 3 is intended for email, so use the variable email for that. Okay, the same thing, right click and paste, and for that is for website. So I just memorize my variable at the top so that I can save my website. That's website. Sorry, it's WebST. Sorry for that. So just copy and WebST for that. Okay, and 5. I'll just make it to 20 to make it much more faster. Okay, change to 4 to 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and we have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Then we will start replacing these variables to particular data that we need for here. So the number 4 is website, number 5 is achievement, so achievement. Okay, it will just if you are wrong with your database, your variable name here, you can just know it that is not, it will now wrong. But in case I'm just memorizing it, risk for number 5. Sorry, that's number. We have double the number 5, so I'll remove the other one. Number 6 is risk. 7 is happy. Okay, wrong spelling. We don't have the happy, we have is double P. So make sure to memorize it correctly. And then 8 is color. 9 is perfume. 10 is music. 11 is singer. 12 is a song. And for 13 is food. 14 is activity. And we have TV show. Right here we have TV show. What is the TV show? We have that one. Capital letter S. TV show. 16 is movie. And book. Celeb. Celeb. Role model. Okay, we have model and ambition. What is okay, ambition? Ambition. Amption. Sorry for that. Amption. And then we add the last one because we have 21 data. 21, and the last one is motto. Okay, so we added all the data corresponding to the order of what we have um, declared here. So all we need to do, the last one, is to use my ps dot execute update execute update for us to really work this query. So let us try. Make sure that we are going to go to our database and select all from Slam book. We don't have record, I think. We don't have record. So all we need to do here is run our program. Okay, welcome to Slam book program. For now, it's now 12. I'll just try to make it fast. I'll just try it any data that I want to enter to test the program if it's working. For that one, for completely happy, for your favorites, colors, perfume, music, singer, song, fave, food, activity, and we have the hobbies, TV show, movie, enter your Facebook, celebrity, and model. And we have also the ambition and motto, ambition and motto. So I have entered some insignificant data here, but I wanted to test if our program is working. So when I click OK, then it will pop up. We want to save the database. So when we click yes, okay, we have a problem. For now, there is an error. So I'll just continue this one and just want to time in because time out because it's only 12, and I will go back at 1 p.m. Okay, so we're going to solve the error. So as we can see there, we have an error. Column doesn't match the body part, match body count at row one. So let us try to check and count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, we have a problem here because we did not put comma. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 21. Okay, let us try it again. Run file. We will add it again uh, call it an relevant data so that we can test if uh, the working or program is working uh, fast. So please input your personal information, enter your name, enter your email, enter your website, um, okay, enter your achievement, enter your first ever took, completely happy, input your favorites, you can use it, perfume, trap music, singers, song, wave food, activity. Okay, then we have the hobbies. We have TV show. We have movie. We have book. We have celebrity, model, we have ambition and modern life, ambition, and motto. Okay, as you can see there, we have now inputted unrelevant data, but we need to test if it is really working and save it to the database. Click OK. And you want to save it to the database, click yes. If nothing happens and now the program stops, so we are good and we are able to and save it to the database. Let us try to check it. Go to your database and use the command select all from Slumbook, and you can see there we have now a new recorded data. Okay, so our code or our program is now connected and able to have a script that already have inserted in the database. So next thing that we have is to after this execute update, we need to prompt again the user um, to prompt the user to if they will view the record or not. Okay, so if you view the list of records, not so we see we will use the same uh, here with the same thing, um, same show confirm dialog. We will use it here and then we will ask the user, are you want to view all the records? So then ask to view records. So the same thing here, the same condition that we're going to work with. So if zero, if yes, then go to let them view the records. If no, then we'll do the same thing here. So I'm just really doing the same thing what we did earlier. So if ask to view records is equal to zero, okay, fetch data and view that the user view the records. Okay, then else is ask to view records is equal to 1. So if we press no, if press no, I will just copy everything here. Okay, that means the terminal program. You click no, the program will close. Okay, then we have else if ask to view records is equal to 2. Same here, we'll copy. Okay, that means program will close now if because you click cancel. And else if you press the quit or escape, use that one. Okay, so everything is working perfectly. So after the execute update, we need to ask the user if you want to view the record. So if they view the record, if they press 0, so what we are going to do? So let us prepare again an SQL statement where we can um, select our data, our records from the database. Okay, so first that we are going to use is the statement. Okay, statement. Okay, so we will go into the statement for now. So statement is equal to my s or my m my s is equal to db. A while ago we are doing the PS prepared statement. Right now we're going to use another class that uses selection or query in the database. So we're using the statement now. Okay, so that we can have a lot of things that we learned. So we have dbcon, the name of the database, and the object dbcon is equal to create a statement. So we have to load here the Java SQL statement. Okay, so once we are now load that one, we need to load also the result. Okay, result set a class that we are having an arrays from our record in the database to cater or to we call it to from the arrays from the table. These result set will be also will gather all the data and can access it. Okay, so what we're going to do is uh, use the result set class. So set and then use the result make a result object. Okay, so the result object that caters for the result set. So click that one and also add import the Java SQL result set. Okay, as you can see, we have a lot of Java SQL loaded in our uh, file because we are needing this one. Right now, we are using the statement and result. A while ago, in the connection, we have the driver and connection. And last time, when you're using in our import, in our insert query, we use the preferred statement. So right now, let's continue, and we are going to execute the query. Okay? So we execute our query. So all we need to do is use our query result is equal to my object my s the object which is the statement that execute query execute query and then we are just select all from slam book. Okay, can have order uh, id this. We are going to select all the records and we have to order it by id decimals. They will start from the latest inputted record. So that's how we do that. And semicolon. So we have result. Okay, so once we have now the result, so this one has now the data from our database for execute. Sports me. Okay, continue, and we are now going to view our result, and we will put it on a in a text area inside of a um, add scroll pane. Okay, so how we're going to do that? First is we're going to individually get the data from in the database. So to do that, in this result, we have an multi-dimensional array that we get from our database. So right now, we're going to individually grab each column so that we can use it in our program. So because we cannot manage it if we will not make it uh, specifically get the data from individual column. So to do that, it is a multi-dimensional array to run through all the records. So we will use the while loop. So while so after using the while, we have a condition that result that next. So next is a uh, it is a in the result set. It is a function that moves the cursor forward one row from its current position. So at such time that it will all the rows will be end up and while will no longer execute. So it will always go to the next record. Okay, so that is the next. So we will use that one. And now we are going to store another, we're going to use another variable for us to store individually um our our data per column. So to do that, we're going to create string f for fetch and name. So meaning this f name is not the same with this one. Name is from data that we store. This is a variable where from the database you want to store it on your program. So we have f name is equal to result and the name of the object result that get get string, sorry, get string. So what is the name or the column label on your table? So if you can see there, our column, we have name, right? So that is the name that we need to will be used here. This is the name. So that name is for the column name na name in our slam book. So whatever the data, for now we have a data for um, ASDFCS. So this data will be save it here in the F name. That is what we are having right now. So we will do it all of this column. So we are expecting again we are going to create 20 variables to store this data from the database to your program. So let us we'll just do the same string and that is for email f email and email. Make sure that that is correct. That is the one that we are using right now. Copy. Again, we have website f website. Then we have achievement. For a while. Okay, so we'll do the same thing for risk or copy risk and f risk. Copy okay happy. I'm not allowed to copy happy and then we have color and F color. Then perfume, and then F perfume. Then we have music, F music, and column singer, column singer, F variable singer, singer, and then we have song, song, F song, variable song, and we have column food, F food, column activity, F activity, column TV show, column TV show, if TV show, another one we have movie, uh, movie column, and then we have if movie, and then we have book, column book, F book, then we have column celebrity, F celeb, for variable F celeb. Okay, and then we have role model, uh, F model, then we have ambition, and motto, F motto. So we're going to look for how many data we are having a variable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we are having a problem. We have 19, so we have 20. Let us check it. Name, email, website, achievement, risk, happy, color, perfume, music, singer, song, food. So there is no food. We can just have a copy for that and food. Okay, so I think that's correct now. So we have now 20 variables, individual columns that are now individually assigned to a special variables for you to call it anywhere in your program. So now we have to deal with is how we can put it on your on the field that we are going to work with. So the first thing that we have to work with is we're going to output everything here during, because it is a loop. So if there are many loops that or many records, it will loop. So we were going to create a variable string output, okay, that stores our data. And then here, what we're going to do is just grab a copy for what we had done last time, kani. For this one, we can just grab this copy of it because that is also the organization we need to use for our records, so that we cannot know we don't need now to encode everything. Just copy and just paste it here, and assign output is equal to um okay, we can have plus or equal to, or we can just okay. So as you can see here, we have now the output, but we need to change some of things like this one. We don't need this, and we are going to add like that one and add separation for every cheese. I need slash n and a separator and slash n. So that's how we do that. So slam book record, and then we're going to create number. Okay, and we're going to create a variable here that stores the number. So we have int number is equal to 1, and we will just directly concatenate it here, number plus plus. That's how we do that. So I think we're good, but we need to, okay, that's good. So that's how we output our information from the database. But we need to change it because this is from the variables at the top where we are, from the user did the input. What we're going to do is whatever the variable here, we're going to use it here. So f email, website, achievement, wrist, happy, and then we have color. Just copy and paste because the placement is still the same. Perfume, music, singer, song, food, activity, TV show, movie, book, celeb, model, and then vision and motto. So that's what we have right now. So it's complete now. So all we need to do is to place this output into our text area. So all we need to do is uh, okay, outside for the while we have to out we're going to create a text area. So we will going to load the J text area, and we will create an object text area is equal to new J text area, and the data that we're going to output is here, whatever our output. So there is an error because we don't import our Javax Wing na JText area. So just click that one, and we have that. So another question is text. Sorry, that is text area. So wait for a while. Okay, so we have now a text area that holds our data that is in this format. So next thing that we are going to do is to make some settings or configuration with our text area. We were going to let our text area non-editable. So we have text area that set editable to false, meaning you cannot change anything inside of the text area. And we have text area, another of that set wrap style, meaning wrapping of use in the text area is wrapping lines. If set to true, line should be a wrap or boundaries, white space. They are too long to pick, so you just have to make it true, which we don't need. And then we have also set line wrap. Okay, so text area set line wrap two also. So that's all some of the configuration needed for our text area. So after the text area, we need to create some of the scroll pane for you to scroll, because we need to scroll, because we can have 10 or more records. We need to make our data scroll. So to scroll, we need a G option, G scroll pane. So we load the G scroll pane class, G scroll pane, and then we can name it to box window equal to new G scroll double L, not double O, scroll pane, and inside of that is the text area that we are, the value for that is the text area that we created a while ago. So that is the value, and then we need to import the class for G scroll pane. So we need to add this one and add Java swing G scroll pane. Once we are done, we need to have some configuration on our our scroll pane. We are going to set the height and the width of the scroll pane. We can set on that. We have the box window, that's set preferred size. We will set 500 pixel for the width and 800 pixel for the height. House, meaning is how we put our or the size of our box. Okay, prepared size. Double. What's the problem? Set. Okay, set prepared size. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. So we have new. Sorry for that. And then dimension. The dimension for that is sorry about that. So we need to add the dimension uh, class with Java AWT dimension. Did that. So everything is good now. So last thing that we need to know to have is to output now our G option input dialog box that consists of G text area and a scroll pane. So all we do same thing, J option pane, let's show message dialog, and the text area is null, and text box window is the one that we are going to output. So this is the null, sorry about that, and for box window is our message, and the title is Slam program and information. So J option pane that information message. So that's it. I think our program is 80% working. So we will try and make it much more nicer. So let us run. Let me ship to you. How can I ship my recording? Let me try if I can ship my recording into. Okay, let us try to run our work. So, welcome to Slumbook. Please input your personal information. I'll just type it correctly for now. Chan Van Hart P. Alejo. Chan Van Hart 60 at gmail.com. Website on gpa.com. First moments, achievement, uh, join this Negros, join, participate, Severa, first fifth ever took, uh, choose career over playing, first, pretty happy seeing my family healthy and in favorite colors, we have gray and black, perfume, axe black, favorite music all, inter favorite singers all, favorite song all, favorite all, favorite weekend, running, okay, hobbies, none, movie, none, Bible, none, fave model, none, ambition, okay, to become a doctor, and motto is always say, always say yes to every opportunity. So I have the output that we capture. We click OK. We want to save the database. Click yes. Nothing happens. Okay, we have now. I want to view all the records. We can just click yes, and we got error. Okay, let us try why there is an error. But prior for the error, we already we have already inputted our data here, so we can just okay, see it here. Using select all from users. No, Slambook. I think okay. So sorry, I was moved out to the MariaDB. So connect it again. MySQL.exe. Good. Sorry, MySQL. Okay. Use T-Hearts TV demo. Select all from Slam. As you can see, we got have this data that we inserted a while ago. The problem that we are having right now is how we can view our data. Okay, so we have a my error in our MySQL. We are going to work it, right? We'll try to understand what these really are. Problem. Okay, so let's see what is our problem. My rest. Let us see what's our problem. MS create statement. Select all from Slumbook. Order by ID this. Slumbook correct select all. Result MS keep query result. So what is the error that we see? SQL sa extension, you have errors plus the near the ID list. So what near ID list? Okay, it's ordered by. So that's locking by. So let's try it. Run it again. Okay, we have enter your name. You have Jelnos A. C. Acosta. Enter Jelnos at gmail.com. GRE.com. First moments. I will just make it under the data to make it much more faster. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Okay, so we have now the data. Click OK, save. Want to view? Yes. Okay, so as we can now, we have here the current one that we had, and followed by the what I have right now a while ago, and the one that we entered way earlier. So I think everything is working okay. So almost done. We need to add a little more to make our program will not stop. Okay, we will make it a program working always. Okay, so to do that, we use the uh, do while loop. Okay, to make this program not um, not will not stop working. Okay. Uh, After this part where you outputted the box, okay. So all you need to do is to prompt another one, uh, another here you can ask the user on what to do next. Okay, so ask to loop. Ask to loop, and this is another variable. So for ask to loop, you want to are you want are you to are you want to add another record? So if yes, if ask to loop is equal to 0, okay, do something here. Do uh, loop uh, from the beginning. Okay. Else, if ask to loop is equal to 1, all we need to do here ask to loop is equal to 1. So you have to copy it again here. This is the option pane. It's still the similar that you click no. And else if ask to loop is equal to 2, okay, and else Okay, so here we have to work on it. So right now, before that, we will going to create a loop variable here. So declare a loop variable and loop variable here, and loop is equal to -1. So right now, all we need to do is everything here, everything in your program, inside of the main loop, all we need to do is create a do. Okay, remember that on the last of the main method here, and while. So that means you will just repeat this loop, where loop is equal to 0. So that's how we make this program loop. Uh, so in here also, going back here, instead of from the beginning, just directly assign loop is equal to, okay, assign loop is equal to us loop, which is 1, okay, and only 1. So that's it to make this program up and running. So run it, and okay, the program will ask, okay, input information. We'll just use AA, BB, CC, DD, EE, FF, GG, HH, II, JJ, KK, LL, MM, NN, OO, PP, QQ, RR, SS, TT. Okay. Uh, okay, now click OK. It will save the program. Okay. I want to save the data in the database. Yes. Okay. If you want to view all record, yes. So it will now add all the data. Click OK. I want to add another program. If you click yes, it will look back again. Okay. 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So click OK. And then if the program return no, okay, and then it will go back. Okay. So the program are now working well. So that is how I end my lecture video. I hope you've learned something. You may just pause for it so that you can follow. Okay, I will just add a background music for this because there are times that are very noisy here in the room. So I will try to my best to edit it to make it much more uh, presentable. So thank you for your time, and uh, Aja. God bless everyone.